Welcome, everybody. Hello. It's the Joyful Finding Show, and it is 2/16, February 16th. Oh my gosh, can you guys believe it? Halfway through the month. Bing, bing, bing. We're just bopping right along. And my 222nd show. All these twos showing up this month for me in the month of February must be very powerful. We're all working together. Twos are like working in pairs, right? So our energies, I feel like we are all working together, whether it is recognizable or not. Yes, and those of you over on Rumble, click in there and to the live chat and say hello, 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 hello. And 6 plus 62 is equals 8 is 222. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Can't make that stuff up, right? Can't make this stuff up. Marsha's watching over on Rumble. Hello. Hello, Barbara. Hello, Richard. Thank you for your Venmo. You're number 1 tonight. And Robert, I know you're out there too somewhere. You're number 2. Hello, Ruth. And hello, Lenka. What's shaking, my friends? What's going on this week? It feels like another week that went by really super fast. So what have you guys been experiencing this week so much? What have you guys been experiencing? I've been experiencing a lot of different stuff. A lot. Energetically, personally, physically, you name it. We're all kind of going through something, right? So we're all like peeling back all those layers. We're going into situations that we have to go into for whatever reason, even if it's something we don't understand as of yet, because man, who needs to clear their throat out? I was good before we started this on the whole throat thing. So you guys clear it all out, let it all go. Yeah. So anyways, bringing us into situations, interactions with people, whatever that might be. It's like we're all experiencing something, right? All good, bad, indifferent, depends on how you're handling it. Again, you have choices. Been really emotional this week. Like I want to cry a lot. Like I'm not even sure what it is. I'm not even sure what it is. It might be for me personally. It might be collective. Because today, I'll give you an example. Like today, I went to my son's little tiger trot. He was like, all the grades go around and they're trying to fundraise money and how many laps they can run and da-da-da-da-da. Well, about halfway through, I'm like, why do I want to start crying? Like, like a happy cry. So I don't know what that was all about. So if anyone gets any answers on that for me, that would be great. But I was just like, oh, maybe I'm just feeling all the children, you know what I mean? And their happiness, because they were happy. They were out of class. They were running. They were outside, all that stuff. Hello, Kathy Bray, and thank you. You'll be number 3 because I see your super sticker up there. You're the best. Thank you, Kathy. I'll add you to my little list so I don't forget. Because you guys, I'm getting forgetful on stuff. I got to put everything in a calendar, write it down. All right, Kathy Bray, you are number 3. Fantastic, my friends. Fantastic. Again, clear communication. Clear it up. Say your piece. Let it be. Let it be. Just whoever's holding back, and I feel like some of you are, it's time to not hold back anymore. Say what you have to say. And this goes for me as well, Whatever advice I give is also given to me. So we're all in this together, my friends. Woo! We all just have different boats. Again, clear the throat. Clear. Imagine a beautiful blue color. I want it to be like, what color am I seeing here in the blue spectrum? Well, I'm seeing many of you see it as a different color, right? Because some of you, whatever blue you need to see, because I'm seeing the whole plethora of blues. So whatever blue you need to see, I want you to feel like there's a light of blue just going here and sending healing energy into this area, right? Into that throat chakra area, into your throat, your neck right here. You know, release any of those tensions that might be in there too, because I feel like some of you are like feeling like you're carrying the weight of the world. So just kind of like release that a little bit. Release that weight of the world, okay? Just be in the now, right now. In this moment, you're safe, you're protected, you're shining, you're allowing and releasing for your highest and best, okay? You're releasing and allowing for your highest and best. Even if you don't recognize what it is, if it feels like it's a heavy weight, just feel the burden being left of your body, being just let it go. Just let it go, my friends. All right, that's feeling a little better because you guys are feeling a little tense. So I feel like, why are we feeling tense? Anyone out there want to say why you're feeling tense? If you're feeling tense, if you guys are feeling that, I would like to know why or what you might think it is about, whatever. Come on, let's interact a little bit. Share with me tonight. Share with me. Yeah, I'm very interested in what you guys have been feeling this week, okay? Because I've tapped into a bunch of different people and I felt a lot of different things because things are changing so fast. It's almost like it's almost like if you had a book and you were going through all these chapters or whatever, and they're just being blown through. We're just like blowing through them. You know what I mean? So, whew. All right. Lenka says, I'm fine, but feeling it too. All right. Thank you, Lenka. Release it. Let's release it together. Yeah, because there's a lot of like, I don't even know how to describe what I'm seeing, but when you close your eyes, you can kind of like see this like energy storm kind of like flushing through, and it could be fast and it could be furious, and but you decide if you want it to be that way, or you find that calm within, okay? And there's more people joining that have this throat chakra thing going on, my friends. What is that all about today? What is that all about? All right, let's see. Let's see. Oh, before I go on, see, I just saw that in the back of my. Okay, so let me put this down because I am going to play my little crystal ball for you guys tonight because it called out to me before the show started. But like I said, your creativity, your intuitiveness, sometimes you just need to tap in, listen, and just let it flow. Don't try to restrict it or direct it. Just kind of let it go. And I kind of was directed to get out the paints and another canvas last Saturday. And I shared this with at least one of you out there. I've shared this with Lenka. If Dia's out there, I think she's seen it too. But I'm going to share it. So this is what I got last Saturday afternoon as I sat out in the sun because it was actually a nice day. The sun was shining, so there's a lot of different things in there depending on what you see. Everyone's going to see something a little different. We could even turn it all kinds of different ways. I never even thought about looking at it upside down. But, there's a lot of, I want you guys to like tap into your intuitive side. Like if you're being like directed to do something, that could be constructive, like doing something good, Oh, thank you, Tiffany. Thank you. She says that's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So, and it takes no time at all. I get like, all right, you need to go get it now. It's kind of like when you get a message, right? So I feel like that's a message, and I feel like it's a universal message, but it's also one that you interpret for yourself. It's not one that I give to you directly, but I was like, I just kind of like, I don't even know what I do. I just kind of go into a flow and then I'm done. And then I'm like, oh, that's cool. What does it look like now? Because I don't pay attention. I don't try to direct it. I don't try to, hold on to it. You know what I mean? I just let it flow. Let the intuitive part of it all flow. All right, you guys. So I'm breaking out my crystal bowl tonight, you guys. I've had this now. I don't even know how many years I've had this now. What year is this? Anyways, it's been a long time. And she hasn't asked to be played for a long time. She has a name. Her name is Samantha, but she likes to be called Sammy. When I first was directed to getting a singing bowl, I had this beautiful gentleman, Robert Austin, who put them all, that he was a seller of them. So he had them all in these different boxes. You know what I'm saying? In their proper boxes, all, packed away. And before we even opened up any of them, I just held on to each individual box, feeling which one had the strongest pull, which one was calling to me, right? Which one wanted to come home with me that day. And very interesting, he says, when you take it home, you want it to be in your bedroom with you for at least, a week or two, so it gets in tune with your energy and stuff. And right now, that's where it lives, usually, is in my bedroom. But you get connected and you tap into the energy. It's just like when I picked it up tonight, it was still kind of in tune, and I haven't even, and that's with something inside of it. So this bowl is for your star chakra, your high C. Okay. So this takes you out into, let's say, never land, out into your imaginary, energetic freedom space. Okay. So I feel like I'm going to be, using this a bit tonight. It may be sitting on my lap all night. I don't know who needs this, but it's calling out to you. So I want you to pay attention to whatever you're feeling, whatever you might be letting go of, right? The tones, the frequencies, wanting to come back into your harmony. What is it that is bringing you to discord, right? What is bringing you into that negative emotion or whatever it might be? I want you to use different words, trying to search what it might be so you can release it if you need to. Again, whoever's holding on to all the tension, you have to release it. You have to release it. Hello, darling. Hello, dear. So again, feel into this so that you can find your harmony. And while you're finding your harmony, it's allowing you to see the patterns that are bringing, again, they're saying the word discord. Okay, so there's something that's not hitting the right frequency or whatever. I don't even know what exactly discord means, except for discoding. Anyways, can someone look that up and tell me the meaning of that word, discord? I think that would be very helpful. Yeah. So anyways, we're all going to come back into harmony. That's like the end goal. All right. That's the end goal. So again, I think through the night and the messages, I just might be breaking out. Sammy, she's a good little girl. She's got lots of energy. Lack of concord or harmony between persons or things, material. Okay. So there we go. So we're not going to have any more discord. We are going to be finding our harmony within each other, my friends. Okay. So find your harmony. So I feel like we're going to break up a little bit of the energy, boop, 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 because we have to let go of some of the negativity, some anger, some resentment, some whatever it is that might be that negative emotion that brings that discord, right? Whatever it is that brings that, so we can release it. We have to recognize it, maybe. Not all of that we need to recognize. Some you don't. You just have to let it go. Some is just a repeated pattern. You would just have to pay attention to some of the patterns that are in your life and around you. Okay, so there's that. So let's give little Sammy a little twirl here. She wants to play for you guys. I don't know how well you guys can hear that out there, but clearing out a lot of energy. Feeling it kind of vibrate through your body, if you can allow it to feel that. Bringing you to the highest vibrations that you absolutely have within your bodies already. Bringing it all back into harmony. Even if you guys can't feel it, it just jazzed me up a little bit. So we're going to have some fun with little Sammy here tonight. You sit right there, darling. All right. You guys feel that? I felt like that cleared out a lot of some of that energy. I feel like that cleared out a lot. So I'm hoping you guys are feeling that. Feeling yourself coming back into a beautiful harmony. Imagine yourself a part of this symphony, right? You're a part of this beautiful orchestra. Okay, there's many instruments, there's many players that bring this all together. That's pretty much what we are, right? We're just, all in different areas of the world right now, which is fine, because once we can bring harmony within ourselves, somehow we're able to help others around us. Okay, so just know that you guys are doing a lot of work, whether you recognize it or not. Okay, and the energies feel so much better now. So thank you, Sammy. She brought in some good energy. She brought in that love vibration, I feel like, for you guys. Da, 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 da. So frequencies and vibrations. They want me to talk about that again, because you need to tap into everything and feel what it feels like. What does it really feel like? What does it feel like? That's the word I'm hearing over and over again. What does it feel like? Is it bringing you peace and joy, or does it bring you disruption? They want you to pay attention to what's happening in the now, every minute that you're in the now, right? So it could be even 10 minutes from now. Where are you right now? What do you want to be in? What do you want to feel like right now? It's time for you to open up and feel all that, right? Because many of us have had to feel things, and we've had to bury them somewhere within our body. Okay, we've had to bury that thought, that feeling, whatever. And then when it gets all triggered, it comes out like a rage or whatever. I've been seeing clients like that a lot lately. But it's like we're coming to a time where it's clearing that, right? Just think about that. It's like kind of like the dragon, right? And they spew their fire. So that could be whatever you need to spew, right? We're going to clear out that third chakra again. But let it go once it's out there. It's not like he can pull that back. It's out, it's done, it's over with. Now, what are you going to do with yourself? Okay, so sometimes you just have to tap in and see. That's all I got to say. Tap in and see. So how are you guys all feeling? You guys are all like hellos out there. I'm loving that. So I don't want to forget, tomorrow night is also the Spiritual Message Circle. It is the only one for the month of February. So you may want to sign up tonight so you don't forget to be over there tomorrow night at 8 p.m. For the beautiful message circle. She'll throw up some information about that, I'm sure, as well. But I don't want you guys to forget about that. So I put it right here on my little list so I don't forget to tell you. I feel like there was something else. Oh, that's what I need to tell you too. Next Friday, there is no Joyful Finding show. There will be no Joyful Finding show next Friday. I will see you the Friday after that. So I hope you guys have a great couple weeks. I feel like there's going to be a lot of healing that takes place in that time. So, it'll be fun, but I'll miss you guys next Friday night. So, but we all got to do what we got to do, right? But I miss you guys. So I just wanted you to know that. Those were the two messages I had. No show tomorrow night or next Friday night, and the Spiritual Message Circle tomorrow night. So, yay, I did it. I remember. I'm proud of myself. And I also keep getting reminded that I got it in my head again, that this is my 222nd show. And you guys, what's really funny is I moved into this house on February 2nd of 22, 16 years ago, coming up this next Thursday. And then what else did I see for numbers that was really crazy today? Oh, and my first show this month was on, what was it, February 2nd? And that was my 220th show. So twos are really coming up a lot for me. And repeated numbers are coming up a lot for me, right? So 2 is a number of us kind of working together. And it's also bringing up the number 6, right? Because 6 is about community. It's about family. and really I'm always about community, right? It's like as much as I can do. And I've always been about helping community, and community could be helping another family right next door to you, or it could be helping someone else in your own family. But it's kind of like you kind of work together. And that's kind of how like I grew up, right? Because I grew up like in an old fashioned family pretty much. You know what I mean? Is the best way to describe my growing up, because we had to work hard for everything that we did. But anyways, it was definitely a learning experience, and I appreciate that. And I chose this life for a reason. So I chose it for a lot of the experiences that I had, the people that have been in my life, like all of you. I know and some of you are very regular, some of you I know in person. But it's like everything that I've gone through in this life that has brought me to this moment today, right? And to know all of you and to tap into God and give the information that I give now. Because like I said, shows before, I was always the quiet one. I would never speak. I would never talk. And now when I get on this show, I talk for the whole hour, and I was like, wow, I just talked for a whole hour. I can't believe I did that. So we kind of grow up out of our shell and then into our truth. And then we can start to share that. And we're going to be starting to share that with other people. And it's so funny because I'm doing this and I feel like I'm breaking eggs. You know what I mean? So I feel like there's a lot of fertility. There's going to be a lot of newness. There's got to be a lot of rebirth. Right. And there was 4 of them. So that's 2 of my 2s put together. Right. But I feel like these are breaking the eggs of newness. So if you guys tap in on any of that, let me know what you feel about any of that. Don't be afraid to share what you're feeling or what you're sensing, especially through this show. There's no judgment here because nothing can be wrong and everything can be right. So just allow yourself to be who you need to be, and don't be afraid to share. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, so all these 2s are showing up and 4s. So that's pretty crazy. I love it. 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 All right, you guys, this is fun. So like I said, I already have 3 donations already. I have Richard, Robert, and Kathy Bray. So I want to thank you guys for your donations. And you guys can do those over there on YouTube through your super chats and all that stuff. Over there on Rumble, on Rants. I don't know how you do it on Twitter, but you can use my Venmo if you guys want to. And those over there on Facebook can also use my Venmo as well. So thank you all for being here. Much appreciated. I'm glad all these energies are coming together. I feel like there's been a great shift that's been coming for a very long time. Many of you have been awakening through the years. We've all been at different levels at different times in our awakening. But I feel like there's going to be a convergence of an awakening. So there's something that's getting ready to come together in the very near future, I feel like. And that brings like a lot of energy into the right side of my head. So whatever it is going to be, I'm not even sure, but it's going to be flipping, whatever that means. But anyways, they don't want me to spend too much time on that because it's not a thing for you to worry about. It's all about what you are creating in every moment and every day, where your mindset is, where your belief systems are, what you're creating for yourselves. And they're being very adamant about what it is you want to create for yourself. Think outside your box. Know that you deserve more than you do. Get out of they're saying this mindset. So whatever this mindset is that you've had for a very long time, it's time for you to release it. Okay. Release it. Ooh, look at that. Dia says harmonic convergence. There we go. That's kind of what I'm talking about. So if you guys can imagine that. So imagine we're all in tune now. We're all being in tune. We're all at the right frequency. We're at our highest vibration, and we all come together and we all start to radiate this frequency, right? Because everything is I don't know. We need to understand this energy more than we've been allowed to. Okay. So just know that you're going to understand a lot more as we move forward. That's all I'm going to say about that. But yes, I'm happy about that. Yay. Let's go, my friends. We've got this. We can do this. we can do it. And we've been doing it. Some may be having a harder time than others, but again, if they bring it back to the mindset, where is your mindset right now? What are those words that you keep repeating over and over again? If you have to, write it down so you can see all the negative ones, and then you can go over it and cross them out and replace that with a positive. I don't know what's going on with this throat. What do I need to bring over here, you guys? Feel like I need to put another crystal in front of us. Maybe a little amethyst, because that's closest right there. We'll put a little of that right there. We'll even this stuff out, because we need to clear this stuff out. This is yucky. All right, let it go. Higher vibrations. There, that's better. Oh, that feels so much better. So just know that you need to like cleanse your throat. Do a little salt water gargle. You know what I mean? Just clear it out a little bit. Just let it all go. Just let it go. That may be very helpful for bringing you back into harmony a little bit. You know, I feel. All right, now we're going to move this little piece of paper because we're going to get ready for messages and stuff. But first, we should have a word from my sponsor, beautiful Miss Marsha Morris. I think she's over there on Rumble this evening, bringing my gracious I can't even speak tonight. I'm tongue-tied now. Thank you for being a sponsor, Miss Marsha Morris, of Feng Shui My Space. So if you guys are interested in the energy in your house and you want to have a Feng Shui consultation, Marsha Morris is the person to reach out to because she will help you add some pizzazz to your house and add new energy and chi into your living space or working space. Check it out, you guys. Awesome. Like I said, give Marsha a call, fengshuimyspace.com. Check out her website and give her a ring-a-ding-ding, you guys. Thank you, Marsha, for being a sponsor to the Joyful Finding Show. You are the best. The best. All right, you guys. So as I was thinking about the numbers that are coming up, I was getting, oh my god, that's crazy. We can't make this stuff up. Okay, so I was getting to get a book. At first I was going for a different book, but then they're like, no, that's not the book you're supposed to go for. So I went for this old Bible of my mother's, and I'm supposed to get to the page of 222. All right, and it's about Easter time, so I think that's the time we're in this book. Yeah, the second Sunday after Easter. So the 222 one, and it's Gospel John 10, 11 through 16. So I'm just going to read the first part of it because I'm supposed to. It says, Jesus said to the Pharisees, I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd lays down his life for his sheep, but the hireling who are not the shepherd, who own the sheep, are not. Sees the wolf coming and leaves the sheep and flees. And the wolf snatches and shatters the sheep. But the hurling flees because he is hurling and has no concern for the sheep. I am the good shepherd. So I'm not sure what all that means for you, but I was told to look that up. And I'm telling you, this was my mother's little Sunday Bible or something. So from the, it was old. Like, I can't even remember when this is from. But anyways, and I think that it's appropriate since we're in that Lent season and we're going to come into Easter, which happens to be the day after my birthday this year, which is pretty weird. So I feel like through this time, things are going to be a little different as we go forward because I feel like there is a cleansing of the earth. Okay, there's going to be some kind of cleansing that's going on. But anyways, you guys don't worry about that. And you guys just take care of what you got to take care of. Okay. And be open to the truth. Be open-minded, open-hearted to the reality of what your new truth is. Okay. Because you create that every moment of every day. All right. So Richard, you are number 1 this evening. So I'm going to go with Richard. And we're going to tap into Richard and see what I get for you, Richard. All right, Richard, you got a lot of stuff going on. Bebopping back and forth. I feel like you've been a busy little bee. I feel like you don't sit still very much. There's a lot of movement going on around you. What is it that you're asking for that you're not receiving? Because I feel like you keep asking and asking and asking, but there's something that's like in your way. So what is that? You have to look at that, maybe learn a new way of asking or receiving. But there's something that you keep asking for. I feel like not necessarily asking for, but there's something that you're wanting. And I feel like I keep repeating myself over and over again. So they're saying, hold yourself, ground yourself. What is it that you're truly trying to bring together? Because I feel like you're trying to create something. That's why I feel like you're trying to bring something in so that you can create something, whether it's in, I feel like it's in your home. I feel like I'm in your home now. And I feel like this is something that you want to create within your home. So maybe it's more of a nursery. I feel like there's more plants involved, because I feel like I'm trying to create this oasis, but then I feel like there's something that's hindering me from moving that forward or something like that. So, but it's your reality. It's what you're creating. So don't think that there's hindrances. Maybe there are detours, or there's like, another way of looking at this so that you can create what you're trying to create without going the route that you believe that you had to go. So they're wanting you to be objective and look at things from all sides. So thank you, Richard. I'm going to leave that with you. All right. Fantastic. I feel like is this the side that works? All right. Robert Myers, you're next. Let's find out what's going on in Robert's world this week. Ooh, Robert, you got to let something go. Holding on to something, holding on. Your belief system is shifting and changing with the times, okay? And I feel like your heart is too. So I feel like there's some forgiveness that's going on. And I also feel like there's some new openness that's going on. I don't feel like you're ready to voice that forgiveness yet, but within you, I feel like you've kind of settled whatever that is. That you kind of like have been holding on to or whatever. So they're saying to let that go, let it go. Okay. Because there's something that you hold on to that you would like to say that you're not saying. So even if you just get it out on paper and let it go, and then I'm getting like flip the piece of paper over and be like, all right, I am creating joy, happiness in my life this way. I want to live in a house that looks like X, Y, and Z. I want to have a relationship with someone that understands me and that we can have a beautiful companionship with. Whatever it is that you're trying to bring into your life and desiring, it's time for you to kind of put it out there. It's kind of like they're showing me kind of like fishing. You know what I mean? You have to kind of like throw your bait out there. And it's kind of like with the same thing when you're writing down exactly what it is that you're wanting to create for yourself, that you're throwing out all the lines that you want. Don't throw out the ones that you don't want, because you don't want, you want the right fish. You don't want, whatever. But but anyways, they're showing me fishing. So again, I feel like you're supposed to be outside in nature a little bit more as well. Because it helps ground you. It helps you release and allow. And I also feel like the birds and the trees are talking to you. So get out there and be in nature more. I feel like that would be super important for you. Super important for you, Robert. More nature, more nature, more nature. And also, so there's something calming about it. And I feel like you need some calm, because I feel like things have been a little stressful at work. I feel like there's a lot of things that are shifting and changing. So there are, your guides, your angels, your loved ones are telling you it's time for you to decide what it is that you want to be open to now and what you truly understand. So I'm going to leave that with you there, Robert. Bringing in the heat, Robert. You're doing a lot of change and heating up, which is a very nice thing. Very nice thing. All right, let's see what's going on in Kathy's life. Hello, Kathy Bray. All right, Kathy. Let's see what's going on. Kathy Bray. All right, so I don't know if you've made it back to Florida, but I feel like you might be here, and I feel like you're just unwinding, recharging, because you've been back and forth for a while. I feel like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And now I can kind of just like stay like in one little town, and I'm just kind of like bebopping around, and I feel like I'm enjoying myself. I'm kind of going at my leisure, which means your leisure. So you're kind of like taking it in a little bit more. All right, cool. You are in Florida, because I feel like, and the weather has been beautiful the last few days. Feels like spring, so I feel like you're outside, you're getting in some nature, um, and it just feels really, really good and refreshing for you. Now it has to. Now I'm getting like, what do you want from this point forward? What do you want to create? And I feel like more travel is going to be involved for sure. I feel like you're not done traveling, so I feel like there's going to be a lot of traveling involved, and I feel like it's in between family and also leisure. Okay, so wherever it is you want to travel to, so I feel like that's going to be coming up for you in your very near future. More travel. I almost want to say you're retired. I can never remember, but I feel like you are. So I feel like you don't have like time restrictions. You know what I mean? And I feel like it's time for you to like flow wherever it is that you want to go. And I also feel like you want to get involved in something new as well. Whether it's a new craft or a new hobby of some sort, or something you just want to play with. That's the word they're using. It's not like you want to be super serious about it, but it's something you want to have fun with. So just be open to whatever that new opportunity is that is going to create that fun for you. Okay, Kathy? I'm going to leave that with you because there's more fun to come. That's what they're saying. More fun to come, Kathy. That sounds like fun to me. All right. Awesome. 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 All right, you guys. That's awesome. I need to pick out a new marker, you guys, because this one's kind of running funky. All right. We're going with the teal color now. Ooh, like the color of water. Water. I usually like to write in some kind of blue color because you guys, we've all been working on this throat chakra thing for a long time. It's all been shut down for super, super, super long. And we're all just finding our voice again. It's kind of like growing up again and kind of, you talking about me, Melissa? I don't know. Was I talking about you, Jimmy? My brother's over there on Facebook. I can call him Jimmy. You guys all have to call him James. But hello, brother. How you doing over there? I don't know if I didn't even know you were over there, so I didn't know if I was talking about you. I don't even know what I was just talking about, so you'll have to call me later and tell me what I was talking about when I said that. Because as soon as I say all this stuff, I kind of forget it and it just kind of goes, whoof, gone. It's out the window. You know what I mean? So I get all this clearing out of that throat area so that we can all like speak nicely to each other, be kind to each other and all of that. You know what I mean? And you're welcome, Kathy. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for being here. Much appreciated for you being here. All right, you guys, who wants some messages tonight? Who wants some messages tonight? I think I'm going to start. Marsha Culver. Hello. Hello, darling. How are you this evening? It's been a while since I've seen you over here. You're a busy girl. You're all over the place. So glad you're here. I know you like to stay busy. You're kind of like, you're always that gypsy I talk about, just here, there, and everywhere. She will go. She's like the little genie in the bottle. She just pops up there. She just pops up. All right. So you guys want some messages this evening? Where did that come from? That was super southern. Who's out there that has a southern person in their life? And I mean southern. Okay. Like I want to get my biscuits and grits and stuff. All right. So, anyways, there's a southern lady out here for somebody. I know I'm sorry, but it's fun. Don't be sorry. You're having fun. That's what it's all about, girlfriend. Keep going. That's what life is about, is creating the fun that you want to have in your life every day. How do you create that, right? How do we create that? Well, we're going to do that together. We are so going to do that together. Yes, we are. All right, let's see. All right, let me break out my cards too, if they're handy dandy. Those are not the right ones. Did I put them away the other night? I must have lost them. I must have used them somewhere else. Oh well. Anyways, I won't be able to do that. I was gonna break out my little cards, just a plain deck of cards, but they've disappeared, so they don't want to be used now. So isn't that funny? It all happens. All right. So I feel like I'm supposed to give you all some more messages. So who else is out there that would like a message this evening? Hello. Say hello. Say hello. I would love a message, please. Hello. If not, I'm going to start picking some random people, unless they have some other things that I need to talk about, because the energy is going to be changing and has been changing. You guys must have known that, right? The Schumann resonance, I think, has shot up a few times this week of see, they just made me say change the energy. So I'm not even sure what it went up to, but we were all in white out there for a while. So the energy is shifting and changing, but you guys all have to be releasing and allowing so that you can be in your highest and best vibration, right? So find that right vibration. Oh, they want me to break out my little Sammy bowl again. Um, just let your little vibration. Hello, Linnell. I'm just seeing your name out there. Hello, Linnell. Marsha Culver would love a message. All right. It's been a little while since I've given you a message, girl. Let's do it. Feel that. Let it all go. Yay. She's holding the vibration for a long time tonight. I love that. She's got a lot of energy. All right, Marsha Culver. Been a little while since I've given you a message. Let's tap in and see what's going on in your world. All right, Marsha. Well, you're just going to continue down the path that you're going. There's some things you would like to change and maybe adjust a little bit. And there's some things they're showing me like it's time for you to decide what it is that you truly want to change about it, because there's like few, it's kind of like if you're how do I say this? It needs to be tweaked so that it's for your highest and best. Because sometimes I feel like you're running after something and you're not supposed to be running. You're supposed to be still, but you're always going to be on the move, if that makes sense. But there's some things that you're supposed to say no to. And I don't know what that is, but they're making me itch my nose too. So I don't know what that's all about. But here, there, and everywhere. And it's about tweaking the things so that there's a smoother flow to it all. I feel like that's super important to you too, because sometimes there's always like a stop or whatever, and this will create no more of those sudden stops. They're just constant flows, if that makes sense. Also, I don't know who this is, but there's this gentleman coming forward, and I'm getting this they're not roses, but they're flowers. And I want to say they're like irises and not your typical bouquet. Okay. And just know that these flowers are for you. They come from a genuine heart. And there's also something about moving on with those flowers. So there's something about moving on and allowing yourself to love again, if that makes sense. So I'm going to leave that with you, Marsha. Flowers and loving again. Woo! All right, let's see. All right, Ruth says she would love a message. All right, Ruth, I'm going to write your name down right here. Ruth, you're making my left eye twitch. I don't know what that's all about right now. Woo, what's up with that? You got a twitch in your eye? Are you winking at somebody? All right, Ruth, you are full of... Woo. It's funny because I see the energy, but they want me to call it piss and vinegar. So I don't know why that is, but that's something my father would have said. So I don't know if you have like this old man, kind of reminds me of my dad kind of person coming through for you. But he's like coming through very like strongly. But there's all this energy that's around you. You're going to stay balanced within because you've learned to release a lot more. You've learned to understand, research more. They're showing me putting all these little dots together, like, and you're like teaching everybody around you how to put these little dots together as well. You know what I mean? So they're also showing me that you're getting ready to switch or move things a little bit, and allow yourself the freedom to do it. Sometimes you feel like you get a little restricted with time, but time is an illusion. Just allow it to move with you. Everything just kind of like clicks into place. So allow that to happen for you, Ruth. Allow that to happen. Boop, boop, boop. All right. Marcia says, thanks, Lovey. Irises are some of my favorites. Well, then that explains it, my dear. Boop, boop, boop. Venus says, hi, Melissa. My name is Mary. May I ask a question? Sure. Ask your question. I'd be happy to check into it. All right. Anybody else out there want messages? Because I haven't seen it in the chat box. Venus, ask your question. Or I'll just tap in if you don't get to anything. Thank you. My question, please, is Artie going to come back to me? I'm fine. I'm not waiting. I'm just curious. I'm getting, all right. No, I don't get he's coming back to you. I feel like you need to open yourself up to new horizons. That was a limited, it didn't bring you to great joy. So it was not fulfilling. I mean, yeah, it filled some voids, but it didn't fill everything. So I feel like it's about you wanting to be more secure in a relationship, and that didn't feel secure to me. So I don't feel like that's going to be like your end all be all. So be open to the new love that's coming into your life. There's many new opportunities that are coming for you, but you have to be open to them and be ready for love. Okay. And also being very honest. I feel like being honest is going to be very helpful in communication with the next relationship. So I'm going to leave that with you. Thank you, Venus. All right, let's see who else is out here. You guys, who else are you guys out here? All right, Linnell, I don't think I've given you a message in a little while. Let's write your name down. Linnell. Linnell. Have you moved to Coeur d'Alene yet, or are you still in Hawaii? Where are you at? All right. All right, Linnell. If you haven't moved, you're definitely moving, because I'm seeing moving boxes. I'm seeing streets. I'm seeing road. I'm seeing a new adventure, a new beginning. I see it. It's so funny because I see like a big tractor trailer, which is funny because I don't. Do you have that much stuff that you would need a tractor trailer to move all your stuff? I mean, you might. But I'm seeing like the 18 wheels, the whole 9 yards going down, Linnell trucking down the road. Now it's like you are in the beginning stages. Once you land and then you unwind, it's what do you want to create next? And I feel like it's more in your community. So I don't know what you're going to get involved in with you're there. I know you're there for the kids or whatever, but I feel like you're going to get involved in the community somehow. And I feel like there will be openings for that for, whatever that is. But I just see you trucking on down the road, my friend. Oh, thank you, Linnell, for being here. I'm getting a trailer tomorrow to take in my motorcycle. Well, then there you go. All right. One trucked and packed, ready to go. And that's why I see you packing. Yes, yes. Yes, I see you working with children, which is going to be very good. They need someone that can relate with them. That's the best. All right. Venus says, okay, thank you. You're welcome. I don't always tell you what y'all want to hear, but sometimes you got to hear something. All right. Let's see. Scrolling back up. I did you. My brother, James. I don't know if you're still out there, but I'm going to give you a message. James. All right. So what I get for you, my brother? It's weird when you read your own family sometimes. All right. So what I'm getting for you is there is this energy going on around you. And I feel like you're starting to pick up on more of the frequencies even in people's, I feel like this is almost like a comforting bubble for you. I feel like I'm putting you in a big comfy blanket and telling you to go to bed. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm putting you to bed in this comfy, cozy, big, fluffy, white, cottony blanket. And you know what I mean? For resting, for healing, but also softness, right? For the softer you and because I feel like some of the people around you can be pretty harsh. You know what I mean? So I feel like this is like that protection bubble too, to keep their harshness off you, and you're just kind of like wandering around and you're having a good time, but you need to allow yourself, they're saying allow yourself into more um enjoyable situations. So I don't know exactly what that means for you out there in Arizona, but enjoyable situations. So get out there and have some more fun, brother. Okay, do that. All right. All right, Lanka, absolutely. And I hope that made sense, brother. Jimmy. I want to call you Jimmy. All right, Lanka, I have time for you, dear. Oh, I know. Let me write this down. I have Lanka, and I know Barbara's out there. She always tips me, so I'm going to throw her in there. Barbara and Marsha is out there on the other Marsha. Marsha Morse is over there. And Dia is out there. Who else did I see pop in here tonight? Those are the only ones I can remember now. All right, Lanka, you are next, dear. Lanka. Do, 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 do. Huh. All right. All right. Waters, emotions, a dip. Going for a dip, are ya? Where you been swimming? I don't think you've been swimming, but I feel like there is definitely going to be smoother waters coming up. I feel like everything is kind of like, it's kind of like when the wave really is starting to like build up, build up, build up, build up. I feel like this is where we are right now, where we're filtering out all that sand and stuff, all that stuff. And then when we come out on top, it's all like fresh water. So, anyone that has pushed you down or whatever, it only lasted for a minute. You rebounded. Now you're up above, and now you're like swimming along and you're ready to ride the top of the wave, and you're going to teach people how to do it. So again, I feel like there's some new changes that are coming up for you as well. I feel like you're getting more in tune with situations. So I feel like what we talked about earlier this week is happening more often. Like knowing things minutes before they happen, like where you're recognizing that the pattern or that timeline, or what's coming, even though, I don't even know how to explain what I'm trying to say. I'm a loss for words. They say that we'll talk more about that this weekend. So I'm going to leave that with you, Lanka. Just know that there's calmer waters ahead, and it's going to be all smooth sailing for you because the dip is over. You already passed all that. You're on top already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's definitely change coming. It's on the way. It's on the way. All right, Miss Barbara up there in North Carolina. Let's see what's happening in your world. All right. Again, you stay busy. You're good. You're good about staying busy. I feel like you've been helping a lot of people in the last week, maybe too many. Remember, they're using balance your time. Also, the information that's coming to you, I don't know if you're documenting it right now. But they're showing me documentation. So writing it down, keeping a journal or notes. I feel like that's very important for you right now, so you can go back and kind of reflect on some of that. Again, I see travel coming up for you, which I think you're going to see kids or something like that. But I also feel like you're gonna plan like yourself a fun trip, just for you, maybe a long weekend somewhere that you're just like, hey, I need to change the scenery and I just want to bebop in there and see what happens. You know what I mean? So do. So I'm gonna leave that with you, Barbara. Doop. Lanka says, I think I know what you mean. Yes, I think you do too. All right, Marsha Morse over there she's over there on Rumble today. Marsha. All right, Marsha. You just keep connecting the little dots together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Which is going to bring us back to a 3. Okay, so you are doing a lot of the connecting. Spiritually, mentally, emotionally, worldly, however you want to describe that. I feel like you're connecting all these dots. Again, don't let them stress you out so much. You just got to go with the flow with it all. When it unfolds, it unfolds. You're listening to your higher self to make some of the choices that you're making. Also, I feel like you know a lot of things that are coming that other people don't. So you're going to be helping them in the coming months understand some of this stuff. And also restructuring, which I feel like you're helping redo already. They're talking about restructuring. So I don't know if that has to do with work or whatever, but things are going to be restructured. So, and plus the money, all that stuff is all going to be restructured. That's the word they're using, restructured. So use that word, restructured. I'm going to leave that with you. Barbara says, thank you so much. As always, yes, I have been journaling and seeking balance. You are the best. Love you. No, love you too. That's awesome. Awesome, you guys. All right, let's see how much time I got. Oh, I only got 3 minutes left, you guys. All right, Dia, and then I'll finish up. Dia. Huh. So, Dia, I get 4 hearts and I feel like I'm on a spaceship. Okay, but I know I'm not on a spaceship but that it's energetic, it's higher vibration. There's lots of love surrounding you, the people that are around you. I feel like the number 4 is significant. And I don't know if we brought this number up this week or whatever, but I feel like that's significant. I feel like there's the waters. I feel like this is all the realms that you get to see on different vibrations and levels, especially in your dream time and stuff. And it helps bring forth that information that makes it validate some of the things that are happening here, even though some of it doesn't make sense, but it doesn't have to. It all will in the end. But they're showing me lots of love, lots of sharing, and it's almost like, I can imagine this being like a magic carpet too, just kind of like floating away. So be open to the magic that's going to be coming into your life, my friend, because you are the creator of that magic. So I'm going to leave that with you. All right. I know, you guys, can you believe that? Marsha says, yes, it is tiring. Laugh out loud. Thank you. Big heart. Yes, I know. And we're getting closer though, you guys. We are getting closer. All right. So let's see. All right. So the spiritual message circle, again, tomorrow night, 8 p.m. She already put the information. Plus it's, I'm sure it's in the little chat boxes over there. So you guys pay attention to that tomorrow night. And don't forget, no show for me next Friday night. I'm taking that Friday night off. I got things to do. I'll be back with you guys the Friday after that. And I almost want to say that puts us into March. Man, I wish I had my calendar pulled up, but I almost feel like it does, right? 23, pretty close. No, it'll still be February, I think, or just about. But anyways, you guys have an amazing week. You guys are amazing beings of light. Remember how important you are to the harmony that we're creating on Earth. All right, we're finally bringing harmony back. We're going to make harmony a good thing again, right? Something we've experienced probably several times on this lifetime, but we've always destroyed things and then we bring them back and then we destroy things and then we bring them back. It's like this never-ending cycle. And I think we're ready to end that cycle and bring back a lot of goodness and through this harmony through each one of us. So remember to vibrate at your highest vibrations. Spend time in your joy, whatever that is for you. Find your joy and be in it now and always. Thank you, guys. I'll see you in 2 weeks. Love you guys.
Thanks for listening. We hope you enjoyed the show.